Bueno, tenemos un invitado y tenemos un Hora Prima totalmente dedicado a una persona que ya la están viendo, no merece presentación. No introduction for you, man.
Hello.
You're like, I don't know, you're Michael Hutchence. Do you mind,
you
you are a rock star. Do you mind that, like, you're like too well known? I mean, people see your like photo in a magazine.
No, it's okay. Yeah.
And still living with that, with that in mind about like how big is INXS and how big you are in a way with Elegantly Wasted. Living it up, I mean, to the fullest now with a new album.
It's going well. The album's going well. I don't know about my living it up, but
the album
occasionally, yeah. But the album's going really well. Yeah, very happy with it.
It's hard not to stress the point that Elegantly Wasted says a lot. Just as a word, elegantly and wasted.
Yeah.
Wasted. The people in the band, the music of the band, elegantly. Why? Because you're like, I don't know, or maybe it has nothing to do with the band. But
nothing to do with anything.
No?
Partly, yeah, a little bit. You know, it just seemed like a good title. You know, and we had a lot of fun making the cover, and we, you know, made this world up, and we, you know, we spent 3 days out in the desert, and we just wanted a title that went with all this kind of madness, you know.
That's the idea of the artwork, madness and
kind
chaos.
Of, just you can get into it. There's all kinds of stuff going on inside the cover and stuff.
Who's the girl over there? Is a model?
She's an actress from Norway, I think, or Denmark, I'm not sure. Laura, her name is, and I can't pronounce her last name correctly, so I won't go there. But she's great, she's fantastic, she's really good, you know, because we wanted somebody who could act and someone who looked sort of unusual, and she was good.
Where did you do the shoot?
That's East LA somewhere.
East LA.
Somewhere.
Let's go right into the first video.
Okay.
Elegantly Wasted.
Let's do that. Away we go.
Ahí está, INXS. Bueno, aquí en Hora Prima, Michael Hutchence hablando del nuevo disco Elegantly Wasted. Ya hablamos más o menos del título. What do you remember about Latin America? One of your bandmates, I don't remember the name, but one of your bandmates was like very fond of Argentina, like remember a lot of things about Buenos Aires. Something exciting happening over there?
Yeah, a lot of things happening over there. Yeah, I mean, you know, to be honest, because we're from Australia, we kind of look at the world as, we have a different idea of the world from a musical point of view, you know, because America and England sort of have this monopoly over everything, you know, the bands and stuff. And because we're from Australia, we feel more akin to South Americans and people like that who are outside of the mainstream of what's happening in music, you know. So we have a different reality and a different way of looking at it, like you do, you know. And if you come from Argentina or Mexico City or wherever you come from, and so we've always kind of got in there early. And we you know, we did one of the first shows ever in Mexico City for like 15 years. We did, you know, so we've always got in there, and Asia and all kinds of places. You know? So
there's maybe you know that in Argentina and in Mexico, Elegantly Wasted was reached #1 on radios, that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
so maybe the people are very interested in when INXS is doing a
tour and stuff. Yeah, well, we'll be coming out. I hope. Maybe this year, you know, towards the end of the year, we got to do. We got to start a tour up in South Africa, then we're going to go to England and do the big summer festivals all around Europe. You know, catch all those ones, Roskilde and all those guys. You know, and then we hit the States for a little while, and then maybe after that we'll be down there. So we'd love to get down there.
Bueno, ya lo saben, INXS probablemente de aquí a final de año para. There's a name for a tour.
Not yet. Not yet.
Maybe no names at all.
No name at all.
Maybe.
INXS.
INXS. Bueno, esto es un pedido especial. This is a special petition. Yours. The video.
This is. I wanted to play this one. This is Listen Like Thieves.
Bueno, recién veíamos un periodo clásico de INXS. Fue el pedido de Michael, el Listen Like Thieves. What do you remember about that time? That was before the huge explosion of the kick of the album.
Yeah, we actually, that video was made by Richard Lowenstein, who I made a film with called Dogs in Space. And we used a lot of people from the film I was in the video, actually. It was set down in Melbourne in a theatre down there. And we had a lot of fun with it. But I don't know, I think we were still touring around. We were touring a little bit overseas at the time, and things were going well for us. And we were building up, you know, a following, just playing a lot.
Okay.
And starting to go well.
And now how do you feel in the 90s? Like, there was, in a way, comeback U2, Depeche Mode, Cure, INXS. So how do you feel? You feel like you belong to that part of like these icons, or maybe in the 90s too, like whatever's happening with new bands?
I think it's a bit of both. All the bands you mentioned, we were all actually kind of began in the 70s.
At the end of the 70s.
And we were kind of born between punk and disco, and that makes for unusual bands. And we're all part of we're all like a wave that changed radio and changed music and helped. What we were once alternative, and now we're sort of considered, I guess, mainstream in a way. And so it's funny for us. But for me personally, I think the music scene's really good at the moment. I think a lot of stuff that we started, like funk and rock mixed together and loops and samples, is all kind of happening now. So I'm comfortable with it now.
You feel especially proud about Welcome to Wherever You Are, which was an album, a different album in a way.
Yeah, I think that album and this album and probably Kick are my favorite, and I know a lot of the guys' favorite in the band, Yeah, Welcome was really, really much more of a studio record. We didn't tour it, we just, made it. It was pretty experimental, yeah.
X. Then
That's
X,
after X, yeah.
Then, and there's some people who's always asking for reinventing, like go like the next step, and I feel like I listen to this album and I feel like there's a lot of connections with the past, which is cool, the rhythm and blues, the groove, the part, and in the info, whatever, there's also the future for INXS in this album. Which is the future? Would you? Is it like?
We never know, really. Depends what happens. Whatever happens when we get together again. But I agree. That's true on this record. I think that we try to make a record that sounded like what INXS is, what's unique about the band and original about the band, but keep it fresh. There's a difference between reinvention and just doing what's happening at the moment. There's a big difference, And to us, we try to be responsible. We try to be responsible to our own genre, our own uniqueness, And we've always been that. We're very stubborn, We don't like to jump on bandwagons. We don't really care, We just do what we want to do, It's the way I do it.
Este es el pedido mío. I asked for this video. It's just tasted on INXS.
Good choice.
Bueno, seguimos haciendo las historias con Michael Hutchence, sobre todo una banda tan importante con un álbum Kick. Realmente marcó a una generación en Latinoamérica cómo se tocaba cierto nuevo tipo de rock. INXS. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. And
thanks everybody.
There's a new album and new tour, and it's better not to talk about like future in the long run. Just like take it.
Yeah, well, at the moment it's going great. The band feels very strong. We're proud of this record and getting out there.
You're gonna keep on doing like these side projects or things just to have fun, like you did in a No Talking Jazz Heads.
Yeah.
That caught my attention because in a way there was some music prior the Kick album in which you could really feel like the Talking Heads influence.
Yeah, sure.
And INXS.
Yeah, they're a very important band to us, Talking Heads. So it was a real dream come true for me to work with
being
Chris
David
and
Byrne or whatever. It's just like
just to work with them. Yeah. So I like to. We all do side stuff. Andrew just produced Guns' new album, and Tim has been making a film. He just did actually acted in a film, and Kurt's been doing soundtrack stuff.
Oh, so everybody's been like...
Yeah, we let everybody just have a lot of rope to hang themselves with and come back to, INXS, I'm working on a solo thing right now as well, another one.
You were involved in a Rolling Stones symphonic thing,
the London Symphonic. Yeah, Killing Joke, the band Killing Joke. Yeah, well, Jazz from Killing Joke, he's a conductor, and he
great guy, man.
Yeah, brilliant. And very talented with orchestras, strangely enough. And he put this whole album together with using Stones and the London Symphony Orchestra. It was great.
What do the Rolling Stones mean for you and for INXS? It's rock and roll lifestyle, but at the same time...
Well, their music is R&B, which is a music that we love very much. And they're not the only ones who've done it, but we like that kind of music. We've kind of brought it into, we listen to a lot of it, brought it into our music ourselves.
Ahí tenemos otro proyecto. ¿Cuál es el video que viene ahora? I forgot the video. You remember the video?
The Gift.
Oh, The Gift.
Yeah.
This is hi-fi, I mean high tech.
High tech.
There's a lot of...
That's right.
INXS, the gift. Bueno, ya que seguimos hablando de todo este proceso del regreso de INXS con Elegantly Wasted, y sabemos que a finales de año el grupo probablemente vaya a Latinoamérica, porque es una gran cosa. I don't know.
You don't know?
You want to ask me something?
Yeah. Why are you wearing such thick clothes if you're so hot?
Man.
Huh?
I mean,
you know what I mean? You gotta get a t-shirt on, baby. You live in Florida.
Yeah. You like Miami? You like this part of like the Latin group?
Yeah, I love it.
And the weather. And you still
Cuba.
Cuba.
Yeah.
A lot of Cuban
Whoa.
here. But
gotta go there. I've never been. I gotta go there.
You still have a like home house life in Australia? All of you guys, or you're living?
No, yeah, actually, nearly everybody's always lived in Australia. I'm living in London at the moment because I'm hip and groovy. But you know, mainly everybody lives in Australia, and we have, you know, we've always kind of based ourselves out of Australia and been an international band, but gone back there, you know, because that's our roots. You know?
It's amazing that you feel like that comparison you did between Australia and how the South American people feel about like being so far from England and United States.
That's true.
And what do you think is happening with the Australian music scene, or you still like try to listen to many bands?
Yeah. No, we know a couple of those, you know, new bands coming up. There's a really good band called Spiderbait. I really like them, and You Am I, and, you know, Silverchair, you know about.
Yeah.
Savage Garden.
Savage Garden, yeah.
Doing really well. You know, it's starting to build again. You know, there was because the electronic, you know, rave came in and all that, and in the '80s, a lot of the pubs where we used to play turned into yuppie bars. You know, so everybody was drinking daiquiris, watching bands on video instead of watching them on stage, and that's what happened to them. You know, and so now they're sort of turning them back into venues. You know, so there's a lot of new bands coming through.
There's been a special name or something that, like a source of inspiration lately. You heard something like something new. They said, "Man, this is fresh." Whatever, maybe it was electronic,
yeah, I think
maybe it was rock.
I think Beck's a really good thing.
Oh man!
But I think you know, see, because we've actually, believe it or not, know what's going on. We follow the electronic music. See, I started with bands like Suicide and Can and all these kind of bands, which people don't really know about. But years ago, believe it or not, they were doing electronic music, like 30 years ago nearly. And so to watch Prodigy and Chemical Brothers and the Dust Brothers with Beck and all these guys happen now, just it's about time to me. You know, it seems natural. I hear Kraftwerk coming back too.
Podríamos seguir hablando de eso, no vamos a tener ni siquiera suficiente tiempo, así que we don't have any time. The show is getting like close to the end.
We have to get out of here.
Not enough time.
Let's go to Cuba.
Let's go to Cuba. He's Cuban.
Is he?
Yeah. Bueno, ya casi cerrando la entrevista. This is the last question. You lived in the 80s and you had like a very like nice time. You had success. You enjoyed the whole thing. You're living in the 90s. You're still like doing the INXS thing. You're still alive, and that's nice.
37.
Are the 90s?
I'm 37.
Oh, you?
Yeah. Feel pretty good, don't I?
Pretty good, man. Yeah.
And proud of it.
Pretty good. I'm proud.
You know?
Are the 90s better than the 80s? Like living in the 90s is better than the 80s? Maybe
Are the 70s better than the 90s? I don't know. You know, every era has its own specific good and bad. You know, I think actually the 90s seem to be a time that is combining, you know, everything that the 80s had, which about, you know, money and stuff, but with people starting to actually really care, and I think it's a more soulful time. I think it's more interesting because of that. You know? So, good luck to the 90s.
Good luck to the 90s, and you reflect that in the Elegantly Wasted album.
I hope so.
Lyrically speaking.
Cheers, man.
It was a pleasure to meet you, y nosotros cerramos este show y no lo hacemos sin entregarles una sorpresa antes. Michael Hutchence, ya pronto a final de año, junto a INXS, estaría en Latinoamérica, ya lo saben. Cuídense, chequeen esto y
bye.
Chao.